There's a thief that almost every American family allows into their homes every day. This is a thief that will affect every person in this room, especially those of you who have children. And it is a thief that I am very passionate about bringing balance back to families. That is the thief of the television set. Now, I am not completely against television. I think that television can be an incredible tool for families, bonding together, an incredible teaching tool for children. However, I think that most American children have the television in a wrong place in their lives. Children who watch more than 2 hours of television per day are likely to have developmental issues. Today I'm going to discuss what can happen when children watch too much television, and also just some things that you as parents can do to completely bring balance back to your children's lives. First of all, our children are watching too much television. According to a University of Michigan study, most children watch 4 or more hours of television a day. Now, this same study recommends that children under the age of 2 don't watch any television. Their brains and some of their functions are becoming too much into a developmental state, and television will ruin that for them. However, if children are over the age of 2, 1 to 2 hours of quality programming will be fine for them. 68% of children 8 to 18 have a television in their bedroom. Now, that of course will increase the amount of television that children watch, and it will increase the likelihood of them watching shows that their parents are not aware of. 63% of homes, television is on during meals. Now, that is an astounding statistic to me. Mealtime may be the only time that families come together and really interact together as a family. And that should not be a time when the television is turned on. I got all these statistics from the University of Michigan study, and they did extensive studies over several families and several support groups of children. The American Academy of Pediatrics does recommend, again, that if you're under the age of 2, you don't watch any TV, and if you're over the age of 2, you watch 1 to 2 hours. Not only are we watching too much TV, it can be detrimental to the development of your children. Children who watch television are more likely to be obese. Now, I don't think it's any surprise to anyone in this room that child obesity is on the rampage in the United States. National Health Examination surveyed children 12 to 17, and they say that in this age group, for every hour of television that they watch, they are 2% more likely to be obese. That means that if they watch 4 hours of television a day, they are more likely to be 8% obese and onward. It is a very, very disturbing study. Children are more likely to mindlessly eat in front of the television, and they are also less likely to go out and do active things. Children who watch violent television are more likely to be aggressive. In this University of Michigan study, the average American child will see 200,000 violent acts and 16,000 murders on television by the age of 18. Now, that is completely disturbing to think that children before 18 will see 16,000 murders. Children who watch violence will see it as a way to solve problems. They'll automatically assume that violence is the way to solve problems if that's all that they are being programmed to do. Children will identify with the violent characters. They will begin to see violence as a way of life. Children are also susceptible to false marketing. Judith Graham, with the Extension of Human Development Specialist, says that children do not have the ability to evaluate items marketed to them. And according to kidshealth.org, 40,000 commercials are shown to children per year. So each one of your children will see 40,000 commercials per year. And children do not have the ability to really decipher, like, is this something that is really going to help me? Is this product really as good as this commercial is making it look? And also, according to the University of Michigan study, they are more likely to drop out of school and less likely to enter college if they're watching a lot of television. Now, a lot of these statistics may seem that this is a hopeless problem, but really there is things that you as parents can do very practically in your homes to make sure that your children have TV at a good balance. First of all, TV is not all bad. Preschoolers can learn their ABCs by watching good quality public television shows. They can learn how to count. They can learn how to even read. There are adolescent kids who can watch National Geographic shows and see things in the world that they probably would never be able to see otherwise. It can be a good time for families to have great quality entertainment and good bonding times. It is also recommended that you watch TV with your children. Discuss the programs. There could be times when you see different programs and you may not think it's very violent, but it may impact them really deeply. And unless you watch these television programs with them, then you may not ever be able to know that with them. And really discuss it. Ask them why you think the characters did that way. And so that they are not being programmed to do the things the characters are doing. Also with commercials, ask them questions after watching the commercials, such as, do you think this product is as good as the commercial makes it seem? Do you think this will solve all of your problems? And just really talk that through with them. And then finally, turn off your television. Especially during meals, it is important that you as parents set the standard in your home for the television being on. It is important that you encourage mealtime to be a time where you can discuss things as a family and really look at what your children are doing. And you know what, children will emulate you. If you keep the TV on all the time, they are more likely to grow up with the TV on all the time. But if you turn off the TV and you encourage other activities as a family, then they will do the same. It is important that we all reevaluate our priorities, make good decisions, which will help us actualize our goals. Children watching television is a problem, but making changes, even small practical ones in your home, can help dramatically. Encourage them to spend free time that they would normally be watching television that they won't be anymore. Encourage them to do things they're passionate about. Encourage them to maybe pick up a sport or do something with a musical instrument. You don't want to see their lives wasted, and you never know what they could end up doing for the rest of their life or what they'll do as adults. And this time when they're young can really make a difference in their lives forever.
Amen. That was very good.